I haven't said this in a long time, but I can say it with more authority because I actually did it. It's Quit Your Job Monday, baby. I'm in the middle of the biggest move of my life. I moved from Georgia to Florida. And what's one of the main things people try to lock in when they move to another state? Employment. You want to make sure you have a job lined up to when, you get to this new place, you have a source of income. Now, I took that step because I was working security in Georgia. The plan was I found a remote job. It was a job where, you wear your little fucking headset and you take calls. And, I was going to be a virtual receptionist. And it made so much sense. Like,
oh, I'm going to have a nice secure job so I can handle these new bills.
I got more bills now than I've ever had. Because that's what life is about. Everything gets bigger. It don't just get bigger on this side, like getting more. You have more responsibility too. This is a part of the process. So when I came here, I had the virtual receptionist job lined up. And literally like a few days after I got down here, I had my first day of training, which was last Monday. Went pretty good. Went through the second day of training. After that third day of training, I got through maybe an hour of the training. And I had this feeling come over me like, fuck this shit. It was a moment when I realized I'm about to give these people all of my best energy when I'm in the biggest move of my life. I can't waste my energy on a job that I'm not passionate about. I'm 33 years old. I'm in my prime. These are the prime years to build. And what? I'm supposed to sit still and do this job that's not bringing life out of me. We're here to be alive, man. And part of being alive is facing fears. You have to be in situations that are uncomfortable. In a space of comfortability, you are not able to give your best energy. You don't have to do more. And when you don't have to do more, you're not going to do more. And you're never going to know what you can do with your own business until you jump. People are always looking for this comfortable transition from 9-to-5 life into entrepreneur life. There is no comfortable transition. You're just going to have to jump. And even after working my business for years, when I got into 9-to-5 life, that takes up your energy. It takes up your time and you start to depend on this job for the money. And as soon as you quit, it's almost like starting over. Even though I do have a nice client base in my business, it's still like starting over. You're out here. You have to be in a position where you have that type of pressure, because I know my bills are not going to get paid if my job, or not my job, if my business doesn't do numbers. If I don't put the energy into my business, it ain't gonna do nothing. And I'm not gonna be able to survive in the situation I'm in. And that type of pressure brings the best out of you. That's when you figure out who you are. And plans are meant to change. Look, you could feel like you have a good plan, because I really thought that virtual receptionist thing was something good for me, and I was excited about it. Like, oh, I got another job. And I found myself about to be in that cycle of just running the wheel. Getting another job. Working a job is going backwards for me. I know what it's like to pay bills with my business. Why would I stop? It's that one more day. You never know what that next day is going to bring. That could be the day that changes the trajectory of your business. But if you stop, you'll never get to that day. You'll never get to that moment. I would rather go through a train wreck. I would rather fail doing what I know is in my heart to do, rather than just living comfortably doing something that I really don't want to do. Because that's hell. That's hell. I want to go through the shit. If it's for me to go through something very traumatic or hard, or I don't fucking care, because I'm not even thinking that way. I'm not thinking that way. When I take that leap, I'm not expecting to fail. I'm expecting to excel. And I always make a way. That's what I know about myself. And you have to know that about yourself. It doesn't take long to see the energy start to come back to you. When you shift your energy, I'm telling you, I quit that job that I didn't really start yet. And when I started getting back into my content flow, I'm already starting to see my people show back up. I'm starting to see opportunities come my way, literally, immediately. But you never know what the universe has for you until you put the energy into it. You got to trust it. It's literally a leap of faith. You have to trust that the energy is going to come back to you. It will. Have the confidence that you have something of value and stop being controlled. I can deal with failure doing what I know I'm supposed to do. I would rather fail at that than to succeed at some shit that ain't for me. I'm not here to be a successful worker, a virtual receptionist, or a security officer, or whatever the fucking job title is. That's not the legacy I'm trying to leave behind for my family, for me, for the people following me. No, like if I'm really gonna talk this shit, because when I talk this, I really mean it. So I really mean it. I'm not settling for mediocrity. And I'm gonna put myself in positions to be uncomfortable, because that's where I'm gonna grow. And as cliche as that sounds, when you actually get out here and start doing it, you start to understand what that means. And you start to understand the level of commitment and passion and fearlessness and bravery that it takes to actually walk in your purpose. This shit is more than just talking. Every day I wake up knowing I'm carrying my own load. I want to carry that load. I don't want to put that off on a company that's just going to pay me just enough to get by, or I got to depend on them to pay me more. No, man, I'm in control of everything. With great power comes great responsibility. So when you choose to carry that type of weight on you, which we are here to do that, everybody has their own individual purpose. You're not here to be average. And your spirit knows that. That's why a lot of y'all are upset at these jobs, because you know you're here to do more. You're just scared. And that's okay. Everybody's scared. You think I'm not scared? Come on, man. I'm in a place that I've never lived. I've been in the same state my whole life. I'm doing something that I've never done. Made a whole move without any type of help. Like, no moving crew. It was just me and my lady. I had to do this shit. And I got through that. When there is a will, there is a way. When there's a deadline, when there's like pressure, you will get shit done. Put yourself in that position to have to do something. Don't let the fear control you. That's the test every day. You go toward the fear and you conquer it, and you'll see the next level. We have no excuses. This is the information age. This is the internet age. You can figure out anything. You have access to the world, literally. So many people, so many resources. Get out here and figure it out, baby. Ninja run.